Right, week one of my off season. Here we go. Um, so week one was max effort lower body. Did that on the Monday. SSB box squats, working up to about 75% ish for 3 sets of 3 reps. This is my last warm up at 120. Not really sure what my max is on this particular lift, so I just worked up to 120. Then took the jump to 140 because it's a bit easier percentage wise. The sets got better as they went on, sort of working out how my form works going off the box. But I tried to sort of rock back, not sort of launch myself forward with momentum too much, and then get going. As the sets went on, I sort of figured out that if I kept my knees forwards, but obviously not pushing them forwards too much, instead of pushing them out too much, was really helpful in terms of getting onto the box and maintaining my tightness. And in a second, you'll see set 3, which is filmed from a stupid angle, and that was a lot better. I was able to get a bit more force going. They're all pretty straightforward, to be fair. This is similar projected max to my actual raw max at the moment, so I was quite happy with that. As I find that SSB generally is quite hard for me because I tend to tip over loads when I squat, but this was alright. Moving on, there's some RDL sped up from a dirty angle, but that's fine. In terms of the accessories and how I managed the volume moving forwards after this day, my hamstrings and glutes were absolutely wrecked. Quads were alright, but that's was expected in terms of my quads don't tend to fatigue too much. Moving on to max effort, that says lower body, it should be upper body, I'll change that in a second. Max effort upper, we did some like wider grip bench, so I ended up illegal because I benched to max legal grip. I was about 1 inch away from the rings on my bar, so I just called it 1 inch illegal. Ended up working up to 105 times 3. The set previously was 100 times 3. I didn't film my top set at 105 because my phone was being stupid. I ended up getting 11 reps on my drop down AMRAP. So that was 82.5, which was, I think it was 75% of the top triple I did. That went well. I found it really awkward in terms of positioning, in terms of where to put my elbows. I'm quite locked in normally as to where my elbows should be and what my bench stroke is. But with the wider grip, it tends to make everything feel a bit awkward, and especially sort of working out how to get back into the rack was a bit weird as well. I've sped up the next clip, which is me doing the suspended weight bench. So I was trying to do like 3 Mississippis on the way down, and really testing that stability. It went okay. I ended up working up to, I think I did 50 kilos suspended for 4 sets of 8 as programmed. I'm probably going to look to up this next week and see if I can mess around with the bands a bit more. To get those 10 kilo plates down a little bit more so that it's a bit more difficult. But it felt pretty good to be back in my normal sort of bench pattern and width. Day 3 was my dynamic effort lower body, which I started off with the SSB, so I got to pick my bar this week, so I've picked SSB, because like I said before, I like it, it targets my weakness in the squat in terms of absolutely caving at the bottom. These are free squats as well, so a little bit different to what I was doing earlier in the week. I think I filmed every set apart from set 2, because I wanted to really make sure I was being quite aggressive on the concentric and eccentric portion of the lift. And they tend to get quicker as they went on, I found. So that was just me in terms of working out how aggressive I could be without losing position. And in a second we'll see set 5. So yeah, this set coming up now, which was much better than usual. Yeah, not much to say about that. Just tried to base it on the speed. I've seen people doing speed work before. Speed deadlift is pretty straightforward. I used my equipped max as my the number I based my percentages off. So it was 65% of 250. I used that because I found that, well, in my head, my suited deadlift is probably exactly the same as my raw deadlift. I don't get too much out of the suit apart from just a bit of pop off the floor. So I just used that as the max instead to make it a little bit more realistic. These are my SSB empty bar good mornings. Do 100 reps and try not to die. These are horrible. I'm not sure what I've done to upset you, Josh. Last day, finished today, so it's Saturday. Dynamic effort bench. So I did my close grip is like basically on the smooth, or it feels like it is. It just emphasises how long my bloody arms are. Mid grip, I did one hand in front, or I think it was pinky on the rings actually. And then my wide grip, which is my comp grip, so that's just index finger on the rings, sort of max legal IPF width. These are all alright. I think they're all pretty quick. My close grip seemed to slow down the most as the weights went up, but that was expected because I really don't like that range of motion because it seems to be like 4 times what I normally get through. And the wide grip bit stuff felt really locked in. So this is my close grip top weight. Bit slow, much of a slow down. I did 2 reps on this mid grip one because I'm a bit of an idiot, because I messed up the first one, so I did the second one better. And this is my last one, and it flew, obviously. That's sort of the end of the week. I'll hopefully get some feedback, and we can build a plan for the next 9 weeks.